Hey rebels, welcome back to my channel. You guys are watching RWS, which is Randoms with Shades, and I am Shades the Rebel. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, and I come to you guys in the name of Crust, in the name of Natural, in the name of in my studio. Okay, so we're in my studio where I sew all the time, and I'm gonna be showing you guys the process I take to sew something. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's continue watching. Why did I do that voice? Okay guys, so the next thing that I do is figure out what kind of client I am making a garment for. So today we're making something for my mom. We're making a skirt for my mom, so we'll call her client for the continuation or duration of this video. And yeah, now we figure out what kind of person she is. My mom likes dramatic things. She likes to make a statement, and she likes things that no one else really has. She wants to turn heads, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And we're going to make her a skirt. Okay, I've already decided on the fabric that I'm going to use, and now I'm going to take you guys on the process, so you guys are going to see it right now. Here 3 different kinds of skirts, and none of which are gonna have any pockets at the back, but are gonna have pockets in front. So yeah, the last skirt I drew with a question mark because I'm not really sure if it's something that's gonna look really nice, but I really like the A-line type of skirt, and so I'm going to do the A-line skirt first before I do the other one, just to see if I really like it. But I'm really loving the pencil skirt with the tassels. I'm really loving that. So I don't know, I'm thinking right here. So I've chosen I'm going to do the tassel skirt. So now after drawing my TD or my rough sketch, I go ahead and start drawing my rough patterns, and I'm just going to show you guys quickly how it looks. Basically, I just look at what I'm gonna need to cut out in terms of fabric, and then what else I'm gonna need other than fabric. That's just what I write down, just so I have it on my paper. And the reason why I do this is because, well, if I was at school, I would like do a proper pattern and do a proper TD with all of these things that I need, but I am doing this alone, so I'm now doing it in my own way, in a way that I feel comfortable in. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay guys, so now that I have drawn my pattern pieces, here they are. This is how they look. I know it looks kind of weird, but it's just for me to know what to draw when it comes to the pattern, and how to draw it, and what I'm supposed to have at the end of the day, and how many pieces of patterns I'm supposed to have. So the amount of patterns that I'm gonna have is equal to the amount of fabric pieces that I'm going to have. So these are the pieces that I'm going to cut onto fabric. Now the next thing is to draw a draft of a pattern. And in this video I'm not going to show you guys how to make the pattern, and the reason for this is only because I've already cut out my skirt onto the fabric, and so that's what I'm going to show you guys. But essentially these are pieces that I would cut out onto paper, then trace them onto the fabric, and then cut the fabric. But we've already cut the fabric, so I'm going to show you guys that. So guys, here are all my pieces down there, and I've already cut them out of the fabric like I said, and this is how they look. All those small pieces are over there and there. I was lazy to pack them out nicely because I'm starting to get cold and I need to sew quickly. So guys, let's get sewing. Okay guys, so the next thing that you want to do is write down the sewing sequence, and basically what the sewing sequence is how you're going to sew what with what when. So it's just it's just a list of what you're supposed to do after sewing this, what to join what with what, because at times we do forget, and then you might end up joining the wrong pattern with the wrong pattern, because sometimes some patterns look very similar, but if you have a sewing sequence you are able to find out, oh, I'm supposed to use this pattern instead. And also notches are also important. So yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna write down, I'm gonna start with my skirt. So I'm going to join the back first, because that seems like the easiest. Back skirt pieces first. So guys, here's my sewing sequence, and my sewing sequence is very short and very simple. I don't like to have a very long sewing sequence that is very detailed, because I know when I'm about to read it I'm not going to read everything. So I like to just write down in bullet point what are the most important things, and that is what I do, because everything else is really just a linear systematic type of sewing process. So I don't like to write those type of things. But with everything else, like, I know that I want to join my front pieces first before I add or insert my zip. So those are things that are very important. And also knowing or remembering that I have to have a edge stitch for my waistband before I actually turn it inside out, because of the look that I'm going for. So yeah, it's things like that that I write down, and that I don't want to forget, that I put down onto my sewing sequence. And then the basics, like join this and that, that's it. So that's why it's so short. The fabric that I am using is a pleather, and so I do not need to iron it. So I just need to make sure that as I'm sewing, I'm gonna start sewing. What up, dub? Ooh. So guys, here is the final skirt. I really loved how it turned out. I'm glad I did this. You know, I was really happy and my mom was happy with it. So yeah, please don't forget to hit that subscription button if you haven't. Hit that like button. And yeah, till next time, which is on Wednesday. See you.